Okay, very good morning to all of you. Good morning, good morning. 1 minute. I'm just going to share a screen. Just a second. Okay. Okay. So are you able to see the screen? Derek, to and Akash, please give a reply. Okay. So let us in the last session what we have discussed. Uh, okay. We had discussed that the modes of the operation of the SRM. Okay. We have discussed that there are actually basically there are three modes of operation of the SRM. When the speed is low, okay, we can say if the speed is low, the current and speed inversely proportional. So if the speed is low, current is more. Okay, it means its rate of rise of current is very fast. Okay. Second, we have discussed when the speed is minimum, the rate of rise of current is not very fast, it is a medium. And when the speed is high, obviously if the denominator is high, your current will be less. Okay, so current rise is very less. Okay, so these three cases we have represented in terms of the graph. So we have drawn the one graph where we have taken I on the y-axis and the theta on the x-axis. Okay, and theta is proportional to omega. Okay, we can say. Now the first graph A, it is shows when the speed is low. So here you can see that in A graph, the rate of rise of current is very fast. Okay, the rate of rise of current is very fast, and here you can see that there is a zigzag pattern of the current is occur, which is due to the switching of the plus VDC and minus VDC. Okay, why? Because as I told you, we don't require negative torque. Okay, and to avoid the negative torque, we have to apply negative VDC to make the current zero. Okay, so here we can say that here there is a zigzag line. So these increasing slopes we have applied plus VDC, and this decreasing slope is shows we have applied a minus VDC. Okay, and these current have a one type of, we can say, band, minimum value of the current and maximum value of the current, and which is above the reference current. Okay, so this red line, it is a reference current, and around that we have a minimum current and maximum current is there. So this is about when the speed is low. So here what we are going to control, here we are controlling the torque. Okay, or it is also called as a choke mode. The first is also called as a choke mode. Second is here when the speed is minimum, you can see the rate of rise of current is medium. Okay, and when the speed is very high, you can see the rate of rise of current is very low. That is a C graph. Okay. So here we have discussed there are three basically modes. First one is a choke mode. The choke mode, it is also known as a constant torque mode. Okay. We have discussed that at a low speed, current is maintained constant within two bands of the switching. Okay, the input voltage alternatively plus V and minus V, and that you can achieve by a power converter. Okay, so when we can say that the speed is very low, the particular control strategy, it is called as a choke mode or constant torque mode. But when your speed is above the base speed, okay, when your speed is above the base speed, we are not going to keep a torque constant, but what you are going to do, you are using one another method which is called as a constant power mode. Okay, so we have discussed that what is the power. Power is equal to T into omega. So in this product, what we are doing, if your omega is increasing, we will try to keep the torque, we can say, decreasing. So the product T into omega is remains constant. Okay. So here in this particular second method, we are keeping the power constant, not only torque. Okay. Torque is not constant, but the product of torque and speed, it is a constant. Okay. And the power is controlled by controlling the theta. Why? Because we have this equation, P is equal to K VDC upon omega L into theta naught into VDC upon L theta naught. Okay, so if your speed is increasing, if your speed is increasing, what happens? You have to keep the power constant, you have to also increase your angle. Okay, are you getting? If your denominator is increasing and you keep the particular thing constant, then you have to also increase your numerator. Okay, so VDC is approximately constant, K is also constant. Okay, L is depends upon the rotor and stator slot position. Okay, so here we can control omega and theta 0. So omega, it is a speed, so that is increasing. So to keep the power constant, theta 0, or we can say theta naught, it is also increasing. So this control of theta naught, it is called as a advanced angle control. It is called as a advanced angle control. Okay, or we can say it is also known as a constant power mode. Okay, then up to how you can increase the theta naught. So there is some limit of the theta max. Okay, so theta naught can be increased up to theta max, but after once the theta max is increased to its value, okay, if your theta naught is increasing from, okay, it is increasing up to theta max, okay, then what happens, we are not increasing beyond this theta max, okay, and still your speed is increasing, okay, your speed is increasing but theta naught is not able to increasing. So this strategy is not applicable when the theta naught is achieved to its maximum value. Okay, so then the third method is to make the product T omega square constant, to make the product T omega square constant. Okay, so we have discussed that when theta naught is reaches to theta max, it kept constant. So what we will do, so we have this equation. Okay, so now T omega square is equal to this one. Okay, so we will keep this particular T omega square constant. Okay, so now this is not just a second. So now I will draw these three modes. Okay, so now we will divide this different three region of operation. Here we are, I'm going to plot omega, okay, speed. And on the y-axis, I'm taking a torque. Okay, on the y-axis, you are plotting a torque. Okay, now consider here there is some base speed is there. Okay, say for example, here the base speed is there. or we can say omega b. Okay, so that is my base speed. Now, when the base speed is there, what we are doing? We are keeping a torque constant. See over here, up to base speed, what we are going to do? For speed omega less than omega b, which control strategy we are using? For the speed less than omega b, which control strategy we are using? Constant. See, why it is called as a constant torque mode? Because as I told you, torque is proportional to I square, yes or no? Okay. Now in this particular choke mode, your current is approximately constant. Okay, it is just moving between a narrow band. Okay, so the torque is constant. So choke mode, it is also known as a constant torque mode. Yes, dairy. Okay, so in this region, when the speed is below the omega b, or we can say base speed, the torque is constant. So here I will draw the torque constant. Okay, so up to this, the torque is constant. Okay. Up to the omega b. Okay. Now after that, this is called as a choke mode. Okay, or I can say it is a constant torque mode. Okay. Now we are going for the advanced angle control where theta naught is increasing, and it is called as a constant power mode. Okay. So here in a constant power mode, okay, so this is up to okay, and this particular mode we can say it is a just a second. Up to this, it is called as a just a minute. Okay, this particular mode is known as a advanced angle control mode. Okay, so this is a particular choke mode. This is our choke mode up to this. Okay, or it is called as a constant torque mode. and this particular it is called as a advanced control mode, or it is called as a theta node control. Also it is known as a constant power mode. Okay, why it is called as a constant power mode? Because see, here you can see that why I have drawn the shape like this. Can anybody tell me why I have drawn the shape like this in this particular mode? Because we want to control the power constant. Okay, so power is equal to T into omega. Okay, power is equal to T into omega. Okay, so here what you have to do, if your speed is increasing, so see here your speed is increasing from omega b. Okay, so if the speed is increasing, your torque should be decreasing, and then it is called as a constant power mode. Okay, so here you can see if the speed is increasing, your torque is decreasing, so the shape is like this. Okay, so this particular method, as I told you, it is also known as a constant power mode. Okay. Okay. Now, here consider that this particular point, at this particular point, consider here the theta naught is maximum. Consider your theta naught is becomes theta max. Okay, your theta naught is becomes a maximum, theta max. So now which strategy you have to use? Okay, your theta naught is becomes a maximum. So now which mode will become? So after the theta naught maximum, which strategy we are using? Yes, T omega square constant. Okay, so what is the shape like this? So here the shape is like this. Okay, and this is particularly our T omega square region. Okay. Okay, so this is our T omega square constant. This is a okay. Now beyond this, what happens? Now see here, we will stop the motor over here. This particular point, it is called as the critical speed. This point. 1 minute. पानी चलता है. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Okay, this particular point, it is called as a critical speed. It is called as a critical speed. Beyond, we are not allowing to increase the speed, okay, and that is denoted by, we can say omega c. Okay, c for critical. Okay, so this particular point, it is a critical speed omega c. Beyond this, we are not going to allow the motor to increase the speed. This is omega c. The reason is that if you are increasing the speed beyond this omega c, okay, if you are going to increase the speed beyond the omega c, then there are the chances to damage the bearing and etc. rotating, we can say rotating body of the machine. Okay, so there is the reason. So always the speed is limited up to the omega c. So that is called as a critical speed. Okay, so this is the, we can say the, it's this particular graph shows the we can say different modes of operation of the switch reluctance motor. Okay, so if it is asked that draw the torque speed characteristics of the SRM, okay, then you have to particularly draw these characteristics. Okay, here the shape is due to this, the first step, it is a torque is constant. In a second step, the torque is proportional to inversely proportional to omega, because as I told you, to keep a power constant, if your omega is increasing, torque is decreasing. Okay, and in a third case, your omega square is there. So here the omega is omega is increasing in a square, and your torque is increasing in a directly proportional. Okay, so these three modes will be there. Okay, so I hope that up to it is clear. Okay, so the first mode, yes, Derek. So the first mode is choke mode or constant torque mode. Second mode, it is called as the advanced angle control mode, or it is called as a theta not control, or it is called as a constant power mode. And the third mode, it is called as a T omega square constant. And it is up to the omega c. It is the critical speed. And if we are referring the x-axis, then the constant torque mode, it is up to the base speed. Beyond the base speed, we have to go the advanced angle control. But once your advanced angle control is reaches to its maximum value, then you have to apply T omega square method. Okay, and you have to apply the T omega square method up to the critical speed. We are not allowing the motor to run beyond the critical speed. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Okay. So if it is asked that what is the criteria for the critical speed, so you can say that the mechanical constraint, it is the criteria for the critical speed. Okay, because machine is always designed up to a certain speed. Beyond that certain speed, you are not allowing to run the machine. Okay, so now let us go towards the. Up to it is any difficulty, Karthik, Akash, Toe? Okay, so now we are going to do closed loop speed control of SRM. So here what we will do, we will start with we can say reference speed, okay, and our object to run the motor at a different speed, okay. So first of all, I will take a reference speed over here. Now consider what we are doing. Generally, we are comparing the reference speed and actual speed. Okay, so consider that here my reference speed is there. Okay, that is, and here my actual speed is there. Here whatever the feedback is coming, that is our actual speed. Okay, I'm giving a name that this particular speed, it is a reference speed, omega r. Okay, so that is my reference speed and this is my actual speed. So actual speed I will denote it by only omega. Okay, and this is my summing point, we can say, or we can say comparator. Okay, so this is our comparator. Okay, now we are giving whatever the error is there between this to the PI controller. Okay, whatever the difference between the reference speed and actual speed, it is given to the controller, PI controller. Okay, so here we will draw a PI block. Okay, so this is our PI controller. Okay, and here the error will be there. Okay, here the error will be generated, so I will denote it by small e, or I just write error. Okay, now this PI regulator will give us some change in a torque. Okay, so here, okay, so here say for example I want to plot the torque, but we know that we require only positive torque. Okay, so just I will draw like this here. It will give us positive torque. Okay, it is just for reference. Okay, so this is our torque control. Now here we know that the torque is proportional to Ki square. Yes or no? Torque is proportional to, or we can say Ki square. Okay, that we have seen. Okay, so here I will use a square block. Square root block. Here, square root block. Okay. And as we are doing see here we are getting a torque, okay, and here we are doing a square root, okay, so here we are getting a reference current. So just a second, first of all I will complete this. Okay, so what we are getting here, here I will get a current, okay, reference current I, or reference current that we can denoted by IR, or I can say I star. Okay, So this is our reference current. And this reference current is injected into the motor winding. Okay. So here again we have a comparator. Okay. Which is measured with a actual current. Okay, actual current which is given to the winding. Okay, so this is our actual current. Okay, and this is a reference current. And this, whatever the difference is given to the controller block. We can say it is a current controller. Okay, current controller. Okay, then we have applied to the converter. Okay, so consider here the converter is there. Okay, and then we have a motor. So here our motor is SRM. So I will. So this is my SRM. Okay, and now here the speed is there. Okay, here the output, because we study the speed control. Okay, so here whatever the actual speed is there. Okay, so here omega is there. Okay, okay. Now this speed is fed back to the here. Okay. Just a minute, wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Sorry for the disturbance. There was a one call that I have to attend. So just a minute. So this is our omega. Okay. Okay. So now we are able to see the whole diagram. Is it clear? This I is coming from where? This I is coming from where? It is the actual current. So actual current is coming from where? This I. No. Yes, this is from the motor. Okay, Derek. Can I say it is coming? This actual current is coming from the motor. Okay. So there is, we can say, current sensor we require. Okay. So here I can say this current is coming from motor. Actual current of the motor. Okay. Okay. Now the another thing is that yes. Now the another thing is that we have to means identify the position. Okay, speed. So for this there is a integrator is there for speed, position control. Okay, integrator. Okay, and it is attached to the here. Okay. See, this is because we have to find out the theta position. Theta. Are you getting? So we have to integrate because what is the theta? Theta is equal to omega t. First, 1 minute, Derek. Theta is equal to what? Omega t. Okay. So we have to also know the position of this particular rotor or particular motor. Okay. So if we require a theta, then we require a we can say integrator. Yes or no? Integrator with a omega. Omega is a speed. Are you getting this? Okay. Okay. So this theta information we it is very important. So that is we will give to also controller. 1 minute here current control. Okay. Okay, so we can say here, this is nothing, it is a position dependent switching. Okay, current controller, it is a position dependent switching action in a current controller. Okay, yes, Derek, this is a motor, Derek. Okay, is there a doubt, Karthik, Akash? Okay, again I'm repeating what we are going to do. First of all, see that we want to do a speed control. Okay, so speed control is coming from where? So first of all, you require a actual speed. Okay, so actual speed is coming from the motor. So from the output of the SRM, we are taking omega, which is the actual speed. Okay, and that is the reference speed. So whatever the error in a speed, okay, that we are giving to the PI controller. Okay, and the PI control is giving a torque, but we require a current. So torque is equal to Ki square. So what we will do? We will require a square root, okay, for a current. So we are using a square root block for the current. So here we are getting a base current, or we can say reference current. Okay, now we have to require that what should be the actual current. So this is your reference current and we require actual current. So actual current is coming from where? It is coming from the SRM. Okay, so there is a comparator which will compare the actual current and the reference current, and according to that the current controller is there, and that current controller output is given to the converter, and the output of this converter gives the controlled current to the SRM winding. Okay, motor winding. Again, this current controller is depends upon the rotor position. Okay, so how we can give a rotor position? So we have omega. Okay, so speed will be integrated, so we are getting a theta rotor position. Okay, is it clear, Karthik? Are you there? Derek, Toe?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Toe, is it clear? Okay. So let us now we will discuss about the different converter methodology, or can say topology of the converters. Uh, yes, one thing, just a second. Okay, here also we have to various mode of the SRM. Okay, so the various mode of SRM is depends upon what? Can anybody tell me? What is the basic to decide that various modes of operation? Which quantity we have taken as a reference to decide the different modes of operation of SRM? See, we have three modes. Okay, chop mode. Yes, Karthik, it is a speed. Okay, so also you have to give the here we have to also give a speed to the current controller, because we have to also require a we can say information of omega. Okay, so here omega. Okay, Okay. Again, as I told you that the torque should be always positive. Okay. So to sense that the torque is positive or negative, here we are taking one output from here. Okay, here from here, and we are giving to the sign block. Okay, so it shows that the torque is which sign? It have a positive sign or negative sign. Okay, so here there is a one other block is there. It is a, we can say, sign for torque. Okay, and whatever the sign, according to that your current is controlled. Okay, say for example, the sign is negative. So what you have to do? If the sign of the torque is negative, what you have to do? You have to make the current zero, yes or no? Okay, so for that, this particular thing is going where? It is going in a controller. Okay, so if the sign is negative, you have to control the current zero. Okay. Okay, so this is a complete block diagram of a speed closed loop speed control of SRI. Okay, so if you are not showing it is okay, but if the sign is negative, then you have to also give a sensation that the you make to current zero. So so for that this black line is there. Okay, we have to also different type of modes of operation. So also this omega reference is required. Okay, and to control the current, the theta position is also be required. So we have to integrate this. Okay, so I hope that up to it is clear. Okay, so in the next session we will discuss about the different converter topology. Okay, so it is required hardly half hour. Okay, and then we will see one design related to the SRM. Is it clear to all of you now up to this?
Just one question.
Yes, 1 minute, Derek.
Yes.
Kindly scroll back to the graph showing the torque speed characteristics of the SRM.
This one?
Yeah. The advanced angle control mode,
Yes.
you have written theta 0 constant.
Constant like control.
Oh, control. Okay, right. All right.
Okay, it is a control.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. CONTROAL, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Karthik, Akash, I hope that no difficulty is there. Okay. And to A, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this both here is very important, closed loop speed control of SRM drive as well as the torque speed characteristics. Okay, so this is the torque speed characteristics that we have drawn. Okay, so thank you all of you. So here I concluding my session.